it's day 22. Yeah, day 22. And I'm caught in a monsoon. Holy cow. That rain is coming down. And I got close this morning. My bull is back. Days like this make you question everything. You gotta love it to be out here in this, to be out here this much and hit it this hard. You just gotta love it. This is elk hunting. It's hard. Sometimes it's easy. Most of the time it's hard.
Double Down Outdoors is brought to you by Victory Archery, Raconico Outdoors, Tooth of the Arrow Broadheads, Bow Spider, Slayer Calls, Grizz Targets and Archery, Painted Arrow Outdoors, ADI Hunts, Scorpion Outdoors, and Coulee Creek Taxidermy.
All right, so we're back here at a spot that historically has been great to me over the years. I've gone 4 for 4 here every time I've hunted here for bulls, and it's just a fantastic spot. You know, I know every square inch of this bush, and it's I've had a lot of good memories here. It's really good to be back out here for another September of chasing elk. It's opening day, September 1. Anything can happen. We've had great opening days. We've had bad opening days. It's just good to be back. You know, when I'm not hunting, I feel like I'm going crazy, and you know, this is just therapy for the soul. It's 4:30 in the morning. First shot is 11 after 6 a.m. this morning. It is, like I said, just so good to be back, and I really can't wait to see what happens this morning. I hope it pans out. Daybreak is coming very soon. I got 2 does behind me, just over my shoulder, into that little field there, that I bet are just chomping at the bit to huff me out of here. So I'm going to start off with some cow calling. Nice and light, because it's warm. These bulls aren't running yet. see what we can do. It's been half hour since I started working these elk. And so far all I've got is cows chirping at me. I think we can do better than that. For all the off-season practice I do, a little rusty. I think it's time for me to move on. Been here an hour, and we just had cows. Good number of them. But this might be the first opening morning since I started elk hunting, ever, that I haven't heard a bugle. Very interesting. Very interesting. If I'm gonna put on miles, I better do it now before the sun gets real hot.
Now, I had two of my good buddies from Southern Ontario, Mirsad and Curtis, come up to tag along for some of the elk hunting action. This is something that these guys don't get to do a lot of in Southern Ontario, so they're always happy to tag along.
That's brutal. Turns out we don't have a microphone jack on this here camera, so you're on your own.
I had wanted to see if I could help one or hopefully both of these boys get their first bull elk ever while still trying to get mine on the ground.
He's close to the gap.
Now, the first morning these guys tagged along, things really heated up. Unfortunately, mistakes were made and lessons were learned. This just goes to show that anything can happen in bow hunting, even to seasoned bow hunters like myself.
So, what we've got going on is we've got this bull that's hung up, super aggressive. Very aggressive. He's within 150 yards of us. Just need him to cross the property line. Here he comes. Get in.
A lot like a bull that I hunted a few years prior to this that I gave the nickname the Elephant, this mistake and this encounter kickstarted a series of events and one heck of a chase with a bull that I've since named the Screamer.
Well, there's not really much to say about this morning except, take it as a positive that I didn't wound that thing. I couldn't ask for a better stock. He couldn't have worked the bull any better than that. And he came in at 25 yards. Meersat gave me the range, said 25. I thought my sight was zeroed at 20, and it turns out my dial was set to 25. So correcting for that 5 yards, I had choked up on my top pin, which was my 20, and sent that arrow half a foot over its back. You know, there's not really much to say about it other than that. And, I mean, at least with Kurt's bulls, he just got unlucky with extremely athletic bulls. Mine was complacency and stupidity. You can bet after an experience like that, leaving that bad of a taste in my mouth, that it's never going to happen again. So we're going right back to the same spot tonight. Bulls are talking. I mean, the weather's super warm. I don't think these bulls would have moved on or moved too far at all today anyhow. So see what we can ring up tonight, and hopefully one of us can get redemption, because it's about time that these arrows start making contact, and things are on the up. So let's get after it. You got this, bro.
That's hunting, I guess. That's the tough part. You know, it's my first shot ever at an elk. I was managed to actually get a second shot, which, that's, like Brian was saying, that's like 0.00001 chance to have that encounter. And you know what? We didn't wound a bull. We watched the footage back, and both shots they ducked pretty good. Yeah, something to take into account on the next one. It was, wow, what a rush. It's such a privilege. But like I said, there's no bulls that are wounded, and all you can do is learn from it. So let's get on another one.
This bull is just dialed.
After the boys from Ontario headed back home after their short stay, it was time to get back to what I know, hitting it hard on my own and trying to self-film this crazy journey on one of the hardest animals in North America to hunt. Now there's a lot that I can't squeeze into this episode, mainly because I'm limited to 23 minutes per show. So I'm going to try my best to compress the next 34 days of this 36-day hunt for the Screamer into the next 7 or 8 minutes.
It is September 15th, 2:15 in the afternoon here.
It's day 27 of hunting elk.
This is probably the first year that I haven't been stressed or pressured about getting this done. I've done it enough now to know that if you trust the process, good things will happen. And until you get the chance to send that arrow at that animal, it's about all you can do. That did not look great, but it also didn't look terrible. The knock busted out of that arrow, and I could see the knock go in the dirt, but I could clearly see the arrow hit him. It's obviously not ideal by any means, but I heard some crashing and then not much after, so I'm gonna grab all my gear here, head in, and see what we see. There we go. A little bit there. It's been a couple hours, so it's dried, but there is blood and a good amount of it. And it looks like this path is pretty beaten down. Obviously they walk this pretty frequently. So like from where I got him to here is just crazy different terrain. It's like so much more swamp on this side of the bush. I actually can't, oh, there we go. So he was headed this way then. That's good. That is a bonus. And let me tell you, it is getting hot out here. And it's getting hot fast. This swamp grass is pretty near impossible to track in unless you got good blood, which I don't have a ton of. So I'm just following these paths that kind of look like the easiest route of access. I know if I was hit by an arrow, I wouldn't want to be busting and taking the hardest route to get there to wherever I'm going. Every time I get in one of these situations, like the problem with out here is that it's so much bush and it goes from ag land to bush to swamp, like in the snap of your fingers. And when you get into this swamp, I mean, it's like, it's thick stuff. You know, it's nothing to take lightly. So I've been in this boat before. I usually just kind of grit it out, and there's some, looks like some logs up here I could stand on, maybe get the high ground, see if we can see anything, because this is the spot that he ran in, the last spot that I could actually see him from where I shot him, into this big thick spruce. So I'm gonna climb up on one of these logs and see what we can see. Ooh, I gotta be careful. I don't see a whole heck of a lot. Go up a bit further. Oh boy. I just want to stay as high up as possible. So here I am, up on my log. Yeah, being a monkey. Okay, we found our balance. And there's a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing so far. Ooh, okay, we gotta get up. No way. There he is. There he is. Okay, I gotta put the phone up on my bow here. He's not breathing. He's not breathing. We got him. We got him. Well, I gotta say, after 36 days straight out here, this is it's awesome. I won't lie to you, it's awesome. It feels so good to finally be done and getting it done on an absolute beaut like this. This is an A-class bull right here. It's gonna be fighting for top spot for what I've been lucky enough to kill. And as you can see, he's still got some velvet up top, and it worked out so perfectly. I backed off the pressure for the last few days, you know, deciding whether or not when to attack and when to go in on him, and finally it paid off. What I did today, it worked out. And it's so crazy how your entire season, 36 days or 2, it doesn't matter, your entire season comes down to a few moments. My tooth of the arrow broadheads and Victory archery arrows held up extremely well on this bull. I want to thank everyone that helped out this year. Dimitri, Tate, you guys are awesome. You guys have always been a big help with elk hunting. My uncle Dennis came with the quad today to help me get this big guy out of here, and I'm sure we're both going to get our hands bloody. Overall, I want to thank the landowner who's been nice enough to let me hunt this area for the last 5 years. This is 5 years back-to-back archery bulls, over-the-counter tag DIY hunt, and I'm absolutely privileged to have the opportunity to hunt these magnificent animals every single year. This is my favorite animal on the planet to hunt, no question about it. I love the challenge, I love the taste of the meat, and the action, the sound, everything right down to its core. Nothing beats elk hunting. I'm Ryan with Double Down Outdoors TV, and around here, we're always double down.